Hi, my name is BaileyG, and I did my project on the NCAA, which stands for the National Collegiate Athletic Association. This was first founded in or on March 31st of 1906 and was originally called the IAAUS, which stands for Intercollegiate Athletic Association of the United States. The whole purpose of the NCAA is to ensure the safety and promote the best well-being of student athletes while they're playing sports or in college. It covers all types of divisions, Division One, Two, and Three, and it's all the sports ranging from football all the way down to swimming. Um, it is very important because there's been several problems before, and it originally started as a just guideline for athletics, but over time has become a big handbook with many rules and regulations to promote the safety of athletes. An important marker in the founding of the NCAA was in 1921. They had their first national championship conducted for the track and field. And here's just the scores at that meet. And then the founder actually was our president, Theodore Roosevelt. He took into account on his own hands, and he had two White House conferences regarding football because there was so many issues with practice. Many athletes were suffering, and there was also some deaths. So he took it upon his own hands to say, like we need to create something out of this and do something better because athletes are so important and because it does bring in so much money and revenue. So it started. It People always wonder how does it make money, but as a nonprofit organization, because it regulates athletes of 1,281 institutions, conferences, and individuals of all the sports. Their headquarters is out in Indianapolis, Indiana. Here's a picture showing their headquarters out there. And here's where a lot of the regulations, they have conferences here because it changes every year, and they write many new things to help the individuals and the athletes. Um, where did People ask where's all the revenue come from and how did it start? So in 1940s, University of Penn and Notre Dame were the first two colleges to film and have their college football be known to the public. So that's how it started then. You can see a picture. This is really old school, taking it really back to what we know now. But um, this NCAA then actually prohibited this and said, no, it's violating the rights of the athletes. We don't have media rights. So they banned that for a little bit of time. And then, so the NCAA wasn't making money, not quite as much money as they are now just because of this violation, and they weren't allowing the filming. But then also in 1973 there was three different divisions broken up: D1, D2, and D3. Obviously D1 brings in the most money because they have the most schools and it is just higher level of competition. And then in 1980s is when we start to see another increase in money because that's when the televised college football becomes a thing again. It's not banned. They wrote up the rights. NCAA approved it. And then also in 1980s, we got women's sports inducted into the NCAA. So that's why the money is starting to skyrocket. And it's all being televised as it wasn't before. So big thanks to University of Pennsylvania and Notre Dame for starting this televised production, and the multimedia agreement began with CBS Sports and Turner Division of Time Warner, as you can see here. And obviously nowadays we know that CBS Sports is a big deal and brings in money. Same for Turner Broadcasting. They signed a media rights contract that was $10.8 billion for a 14-year agreement. Division One, obviously, is you see a lot of Division One um, things broadcasted, championships, games, you name it, it's filmed. Especially football, obviously brings in a lot of money as well as March Madness. We know that. But just here's you can obviously see 49.9 million up to 10.8 billion. A very big jump over the years. It has clearly changed. Started that was in early on to recently in 2010. And here's just a pie chart showing the revenue breakdown of the NCAA. You can see that there's a 81% television and marketing rights fees. So obviously the NCAA makes a huge majority of their money from the media rights gained from CBS and Turner Sports because they have to get those rights approved. Obviously, that costs money. And then, like I said before, Division One, Division Two, and Division Three, which in 1973 that created a lot of money and brought in a lot of things. 231. There's 231 NCAA Division One schools. With the data available, they were bringing in 9.15 billion in 2015. This chart also showed the generated outcome of Division One athletic departments. You can see up in Texas, football obviously is a big deal. They're making more than 180 million in sports revenue in 2015. And then there's obviously some schools that make less than that, but that is where a lot of the revenue comes. That's how it started up because those rights were approved. And then you have the football, and people always ask what are the top things that make money or what sports make the most money for revenue. And you have football, NCAA March Madness, and then women's and men's basketball make a lot of money. Football is obviously up there, like that chart stated. Texas, they got 92 million. College football generated 3.4 billion in 2013. 81%, remember, goes back to the media rights. There's 900 million in revenue with March Madness. So NCAA is producing money. In 2014, they hit record of 989 million, just shy of 1 billion. So, and then 2016, they had 995.9 million. So for starting as a nonprofit, revenue, getting film, obviously sports just keep getting better and better. So